And do you think the Player Choice Awards should be abolished?
You hear that, everybody? Cyan thinks voting rights for the common people should be abolished.
Yeah!
Yippee!
I should not be using abolish. I should not be saying the word abolish. Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to Wooper Watch. I am your host, Cyanize, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Mr. Gengar. Hi. We're
Hi.
doing another podcast.
Hi.
As usual. I don't know why we'd be doing anything else that's different.
Yeah, I mean, what else do we do on Wednesday? Do we have... Well, actually, I can't say that because next... the day this is uploaded, I will probably be put out of my misery on a bed, just crying my sorrows away because my wisdom teeth will be removed.
Brutal, dude. Brutal.
It's absolutely brutal, man. Like, while you guys are sitting here enjoying this episode right now, just know I am probably dying right now. Like,
yeah, and I'll be like the day after my birthday on like an emotional high.
Exactly.
So...
I'll be there for your birthday. Speaking of which, by the time this episode's uploaded, it was Mystic's birthday yesterday. If you didn't say happy birthday to him, you're kind of a dick. Seriously, for real.
I know, right? Say happy birthday to me in the comments now.
Right now.
Gas this video up. Start commenting happy birthday, Mystic, and leave all your likes and leave all your subscriptions. It'd be mighty appreciated.
Exactly. And say get well for me as well, because I would also like some sympathy points as well.
Yeah, give Cyan a little sympathy too. That is my birthday wish from you all. Give me all the credit, and then tell Cyanize to get well soon.
Aw.
See, buddy, that's yeah,
Let's both benefit off this channel. Woo.
Yippee! Wahoo!
Yippee. Anyway, funny news. We don't have news.
Okay, the only thing even coming close to news that, Pokemon Scarlet's TCG got announced and they changed the borders from yellow to silver. Yippee, just like the Japanese version, and that's literally it.
There's like a couple things we could talk about, but they're not really major enough.
It's not worth spending time.
Yeah, the main news here is the topic that you guys see in the title. So, I don't know. We'll use this episode as a test run to see, do you guys prefer episodes without news or with the news? You can let us know.
The entire episode is news, though, basically.
It is, but basically, I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, with the news cut out in this episode, you guys can decide if you prefer it without a new segment or with a new segment, using this as like a baseline or whatever.
I guess, sure.
Yeah, whatever. It's gonna be a test. It's a test. I made it into a test. This is all.
It's a test now. It's a global test fire, like the
global test. Yeah. Great way to put it, Mystic. Getting to the topic at hand, though, the Game Awards, the once in a lifetime. No, not once in a lifetime. That would be
definitely not once in a lifetime. No.
Once in a year timely thing where all us gamers, we come around. And we all sit around. We sit around for like 3 hours watching Jeff Keighley give out awards to all the games that came out in 2022 and/or games that are currently being supported and all that. And we just go on there and we complain. And we go there for announcements. We go there to have a good time. We go there for the fan arts. We go to the cry and laugh. We do all the crazy things that you do in an award show.
Including giving out a massive collective groan when the Player's Choice Award comes up.
Woo! We'll get to that.
Yay. We'll get to that. Anyhow, where the heck should we start with this? There's a lot to talk about. Do we explain what the Game Awards is? I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory. It's just a yearly award show or whatever. But I think we should just run through all of the awards in order of the IGN article that we're definitely using for this.
Yeah.
We'll just give our thoughts on each award as we go and just talk about what we think of it.
Okay. Well, we're not going to start off with Game of the Year, unless you really want to go backwards. But I'm just going to start off with the begin. Actually, this shit's not even ordered. Fuck you, IGN. What the hell?
I think if you scroll to the bottom, it then goes backwards.
That is not ordered though. It did not start out with best adaptation. All right, whatever. We're just gonna go backwards. All right.
Sure.
Okay. You ready? Okay. The awards, guys. For those of you who didn't watch the awards, I will be your host, Jeff Keighley, and I will be announcing this year's Game Awards.
Sure, we'll go with that.
For best adaptation, we have Arcane. Okay, I'm not gonna do that shit. Okay, so we had best adaptation. Some notable ones being Sonic the Hedgehog 2, The Cuphead Show, Cyberpunk, Arcane, and Uncharted. Arcane won. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard good things.
I'm mad.
I feel bad for Sonic.
I heard it was good, but I don't think League of Legends should have won anything.
Well, see, this is Arcane though. This isn't like if this was like,
but it's still League of Legends. That does not change anything.
I heard it was good though. I mean,
like I heard it was good, but it's like. Okay, listen, if you look at the list of games here, here's the thing. 2 of these are gaslighting campaigns. Arcane and Cyberpunk. And then you have actually good stuff, Cuphead and Sonic. And then you have ones that's just literal dog water for filler, that's Uncharted.
Yeah, I don't think Arcane fits into the gas. I'm sorry,
no,
bro.
It is gaslighting. It's gaslighting. It's a show made to promote a product that if you touch it, you will physically combust into flames.
Yeah, no, that's a hot take, buddy. I'm sorry. I haven't even watched it yet, but even I know. I haven't even watched yet. Even I know that's a big deal.
It's League of Legends.
So?
It's League of Legends.
I could just say that about Sonic. It's Sonic, so it's mid, and it's only promoting the. Okay, sorry.
Okay, but the difference is that it's League of Legends.
Okay, you're not making a good point here. You're just saying it's League of Legends, so it's bad.
No, I just think it's funny to dunk on League players, honestly. Like, everything else I could care less about. Cyberpunk, if you like it, you do you. I just think it's funny to dunk on League players.
Honestly, if Cyberpunk won, I would have been mad. See, that one I would have understood, because how do you have a shitty game, and then the anime somehow makes it all good?
God, I need to watch it, though. It's on my list.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I also need to watch Arcane, but either way, clearly from this award, we both need to watch more shit, so...
yeah. I'm
Let's do that for
guy,
next year.
So,
Anyway, most anticipated game. I'm not even going to go through them. Y'all are not surprised. The Legend of Zelda won again. This time it has a name, though. Tears of the Kingdom.
Finally, thank God.
We can finally call it that. And I finally started calling it Tears of the Kingdom now. I don't call it Breath of the Wild 2 anymore. It feels weird.
I just find it funny, though, because I'm pretty sure Hogwarts Legacy got booed from what I heard.
Yeah.
Which is, like, based, by the way. Thank you.
I'm excited to play that game, honestly.
I mean, honestly, I just don't blame anyone for booing Harry Potter stuff after everything that happened. So, like, honestly, understandable.
I've never heard of the thing.
How do you live under a rock?
There's no way. I'm like on Twitter 24/7, man. I'm always up to date with the news.
You know the whole transphobic thing with J.K. Rowling or whatever?
No, I've not heard about it. You're gonna have to tell me.
Seriously, you've never heard of this?
No.
Basically, she's like an uber transphobe. That's basically it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I know. It's like very depressing, but like, basically, it just kind of ruined the perception of the franchise for a lot of people, and she still gets royalties from a lot of the stuff. So.
That's fun. Well, here's hoping the game's actually good, and hopefully there's a way we can play the game without supporting that person.
Ahem, piracy.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what it's all about.
See, that's what makes this podcast good. We aren't like sponsored or endorsed by anything yet, so we can like legally endorse, well, not legally, but like we can endorse piracy on here. Go emulate, guys.
Listen, Little Caesars, Domino's, any pizza places out there, if you want to sponsor this podcast, I'll stop talking about encouraging illegal activity. Deal?
Deal. Dude, imagine we get famous and then everyone comes back and like sees this episode. Oh, shit.
I have not committed any felonies. My computer is not full of Wii games.
All right, anyway, I'm going to skip a couple of these. I hope you don't mind. They're just best esports shit.
Lame.
Like, I'm sorry. Who here, like, look, I watched a couple esports things, but, like, even then, like, it's just background audio for me. I don't, like... Here, you know what? I'll read the winners.
Wait, League of Legends won a second category for esports event. Why didn't EVO win? EVO is based. I actually cared about EVO.
I don't know. I mean, I don't like either of them, so I don't got an opinion on this.
You know, actually, also, Content Creator of the Year, Ludwig won.
He deserves that. He's been doing everything.
You know what the funniest thing is, though? I clicked on his stream sometime shortly after that, and the first thing I hear is like, I did not deserve that award. It's like, wow, okay. Darn. Dude, it's just like, oh, okay. But isn't QT Cinderella his girlfriend, though?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's his girlfriend. Because I know he talks about, like, QT a lot, so, like, it's so funny to me. How does this happen?
No freaking idea. Anyway, you wouldn't let me read off the esports. You decided to skip. So, yeah, please don't do that ever again, Mystic.
Okay, fine, but nobody actually cares about the esports.
Well, no, I'm only doing it to be nice. I'm doing it out of pity. Okay, rapid fire. Best esports game, Valorant, Wiener. I think that's Wiener. Best esports event, the League of Legends World Championships. Best esports coach, Loud, Valorant. Best esports athlete, Jacob Yay. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, we're done. It's over. Okay.
Okay, now for the real stuff. Best multiplayer game.
Very surprised on this one.
I was so expecting for it to be either Multiversus or Call of Duty, but Splatoon winning is awesome, dude. We'd take those.
I'm not saying I hate Splatoon. I'm a huge Splatoon fan, so don't get me wrong. And I mentioned it to you before we started recording, but
Indeed.
It's surprising because it's just more Splatoon. I'm not saying it's not a bad game because obviously, you already have a really solid foundation. How do you improve upon that? But it's just crazy it's getting an award despite not doing too much innovativeness.
Yeah, honestly, I can agree with that because the thing is, I saw a lot of Splatoon fans saying we're just happy about the nomination. Honestly, I don't care if it wins or not, which is based mindset. But dude, it's so crazy that Splatoon won it all. That's insane to me.
Dude, 100%. I mean, I don't think it deserves it. I kind of wish Multiversus got it, but I'm not gonna complain. Happy for Splatoon fans, and either way, no one was gonna be mad if Splatoon didn't win, or either way, whatever happened with it. But yeah, it's surprising, 100%.
I still think we take those though. That game is so fun.
We do take those. Speaking of Nintendo taking those, they've been sweeping. They got 5 awards, but we'll get to that. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope won the best sim and strategy game. Yeah.
I guess, because you look at everything else here, and it's I have not heard of almost any of this. So.
I heard of Dune, but that's about it. I haven't finished Sparks of Hope. I'm at the second to final world or whatever. I just dropped it because of Scarlet and Violet. I was
dropped
screwed,
like a rock.
Yeah. So I gotta finish that. But I don't think it had that much competition, so I can see why it won. So that's crazy.
You know what? Good for Mario, I guess.
Good for you. Anyway, best sports racing game, Gran Turismo 7. Whoop whoop.
It's so funny to me because Ollie Ollie World is the only game here that's not some hyper realistic thing. Because, Ollie Ollie World is, this little indie skateboarding game that's, an artistic experience. And it's fighting against FIFA, F1, NBA, and Gran Turismo. Ain't that kind of unfair?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Best sports racing game, it's kind of hard to compete. It's just,
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. It's a crazy category for sure. You know what else is also crazy, though? This next category, I actually have a lot to say about this category. I fucking hate this category, bro. Because it's just all Nintendo games. And, that's one thing, okay? I get it. Nintendo's a family company, right? But it's the fact that half of them aren't even family games.
Yeah, I know, right? Kirby, I would not classify as a family game.
It's a 2-player game. It's couch co-op.
Family game, I feel should be defined as 4 players. Honestly, I think TMNT Shredder's Revenge would have fit here better than Kirby.
Probably.
Because that can go up to 6 players.
Yeah, Switch Sports is the only thing here I can say that qualifies as family.
Splatoon is technically single player too.
It's only single player,
one person. Why is that here? I'm glad Kirby took home an award. Honestly, that game is great and it deserves something. But best family game is such a lame category.
Yeah, and every year we're just oh, this is just Nintendo's category. It's not even fun. It's always fun when, Nintendo's up against, other people. But no, it's just all Nintendo, plus Star Wars. What company makes
Lego Star Wars. Can we get a W for Crunch?
Wait, what company makes the Lego games? I forgot.
I think it's Telltale right now.
Not Telltale. They're dead.
Not Telltale games right now. I'm thinking of a different TT.
Why the fuck did you say Telltale?
Traveler's Tales.
Oh my god, why'd you say Telltale?
They're so similar in name.
No, they're not.
They're very similar in name.
One of them is story-based choices, and the other is fun Lego game.
They both end with tail and are abbreviated as TT.
Oh my god.
It's very close. Don't make fun of me for this. It's an easy mistake to make.
Okay, here's the major difference. One of them is dead, and the other isn't.
Soon.
Soon? What? Are you gonna go after TTT now? Goodness.
I'm gonna obliterate Traveler's Tales, or I'm gonna revive Telltale, whichever comes first.
God. Jesus. Hey, I don't mind more Walking Dead. That series is fun. Anyway, best fighting game.
I have choice words. I have so many freaking choice words for this category.
Really? My chat was saying JoJo should have won, so I'm surprised.
JoJo should not have won. That is a port of a game that's like 10 years old now that they added about like 5 new characters for, then locked another 10 behind paid DLC. They didn't even put rollback into the game, so the online is apparently garbage.
Huh. Why was my chat gassing it up?
Completely unplayable online right now. So that should not have won.
Why was my chat gassing it up? It didn't win, by the way. Multiverses won.
Yeah, I know. Multiverses won, but I'll get to that in a second. Okay. Sifu should not have been on here. That is a single-player beat-em-up game. That does not count as a fighting game. Like, in the slightest, because there's no head-to-head players. Also, DNF Duel, I guess you nominated it because it is a fighting game that came out this year, but I wish that went to some, like, actual good indie game or something. Because here's the thing, DNF is a fun game, but it has gotten no support since launch. Like, they literally just announced an actual patch and a new character with 100 updates, instead of just spreading out multiple updates. Like, why would you do that? KOF 15, honestly, the only other genuine contender here for winning, because it was apparently a really good game. Multiverses, though, I do think deserved it, because it was, like, the big fighting game this year, but that was almost because it was free to play. And, oh my god, this category bugs me this year. Why was JoJo and Sifu nominated? Oh my god. Anyway, that's
you heard it here from the Fighting Man guy. I cannot compute. I cannot put any input on this category.
We gotta play some more fighting games together, my guy. Street Fighter 6, we in it.
I'm actually really excited for it. I gotta, like, get my PS5 in my room, though. It's like, so I live in the basement, right? And I have my Switch, I have an Xbox, I have a PC and all that. My PS5 is like a family PS5, so it's like in the basement living room, so I'd have to go like get that and bring it in my room and attach it to my Elgato and all that to like do anything with it.
Oof. You also got to change some settings in the PS5 itself to work on Elgato, by the way.
What? That's stupid. What?
Yeah, the thing is that I couldn't fix it on my TV because my current TV didn't support it. So I used a monitor I found at Goodwill to fix that, and then I had to manually move it over to my Elgato without unplugging it to test it. It was annoying.
That is stupid. Because, like, yeah, Switch you could just plug and play. That's crazy.
You have to turn off a specific setting in settings about the frame rate or something so it works proper. It's weird.
That is stupid. All right, YouTuber problem. Sorry.
Oh. Whatever. We're getting off topic. We'll get back to Street Fighter in a minute.
Yeah, best RPG.
You can have this one.
Okay, so despite what people would think, I'm not mad about Elden Ring winning. We'll get to that. We'll get to Xenoblade 3 in a second. I'm not mad about this one because Xenoblade 3 isn't the best RPG in this list. I have to agree. Elden Ring, I haven't played it yet, but I've seen it. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, Xenoblade 3 is up against a juggernaut, you know? Like, I get it. I understand that. Then you also have Triangle Strategy, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Live Alive. I haven't played Live Alive. Triangle Strategy, I like have it, but I haven't opened it yet. Legends Arceus, we've both played. Pretty solid for Pokemon standards, but like, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, here's the thing. I'm just glad that Pokemon actually got nominated for something outside a family game, because it genuinely deserved at least a nomination. No, it was not better than Elden Ring. It did not deserve to win. But I'm glad Arceus got at least a little recognition.
I have to agree. I mean, if this was Scarlet and Violet, it'd be a different story. But Arceus, like, definitely, like, innovated the franchise a lot. Like,
it deserved at least a little bit of a, you know, like a wink and a nod.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe not to
put it in my top 5 for this year, but that's beside the point.
Maybe not to the extreme as, like, obviously Elden Ring, but, like, yeah, glad it's on here. Xenoblade 3, again, I'm not salty, because I'll be salty about this next one where it's in. But yeah, Elden Ring, it deserves it. I have to agree. Best RPG, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Best action adventure game, God of War. Oh.
Say it with me now. Sony's been paying off the Game Awards for the last couple years, and everyone knows it at this point. It's very blatant.
Dick Riders. Sorry, that's really mean. Shut up. Shut up. You see a fucking Hog Rider come in and he's like playing God of War.
There's just like a bunch of Sony logos coming around.
Yeah, just a bunch of, like, when he like calls out his pack and there's just a bunch of Sony.
It's just Kratos riding on it, like standing on top of his kid or something. Hog Rider! Just a bunch of Sony logos.
Okay, we've heard enough Hog Riders from you. I get it. We get it. Okay, so best action adventure game. We'll get to bitching about God of War later, because this is just one award out of the thousands it's already won.
3 out of these 5 games are Sony exclusive.
Okay, we'll get to that. But yeah, you have Plague Tale Requiem, which I honestly thought was Horizon for some reason. For a good moment when I saw it at first, I thought it was Horizon. I was like, is that just child alloy? So I'm an idiot. Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, Tunic. I was Stray won, honestly. I was rooting for the cat game, honestly.
I'd be fine if Stray won as long as God of War didn't win.
Yeah.
I can live with Horizon at least for some variety.
Yeah, I can see why it won Best Action Adventure, though. I'm not mad about that category, but it's the other categories. That we could be angry about. Anyway, Best Action Game, Bayonetta 3. It deserves that. Dude, okay, hold up. Off topic real quickly, though. But, man, what a comeback this game has made ever since Helen to Taylor.
Oh, my God. Honestly, here's the thing. I look at Best Action Game, and I kind of think that TMNT should have won, because have you listened to that game's soundtrack?
We're talking about action game, not the OST.
No, I'm talking about the action game. I'm just saying, like, in general, I think this game should have gotten so much more. I need to play it sometime. I've heard it's really good. Like, I've heard it's been, like, a genuine banger, so I gotta check it out. And same goes for Neon White as well. That's on my list of games to play sometime.
I have it, like, on my PC just waiting to play, but I have not played it yet.
I heard it's not too long.
Yeah, no, it's not the issue. It's just the fact that, like, I'm playing all these other juggernauts right now.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I literally haven't touched a single game other than Splatoon for like a singular hour because my friends wanted to play after Scarlet came out.
Yeah. But yeah, Bayonetta 3 definitely deserves it out of this list. And yeah, dude, again, props that it's just making this huge comeback. Really awesome to see. Anyway.
We'll get more to Bayonetta later. Next category. Innovation and accessibility. Oh, God, this. I mean, God of War Ragnarok one. Yep, Hog Rider.
Hog Rider.
I have not heard of most of these other games except for Returnal and Return to Monkey Island, but like...
The Last of Us, bro.
God,
how have you not heard of The Last of Us?
Why is Last of Us here?
It's a fucking remake. Why is this here?
Isn't it like... Doesn't it just port over all the settings from The Last of Us 2 as well?
It puts some quality of life shit from Last of Us Part 2. But, like, yeah, it's just, like, a better version of the already existing Last of Us Part 1 remake. So it makes no fucking sense. That's what I'm saying!
Listen,
oh, my God.
Okay, good for you, but I feel like the award should have gone to literally anybody else.
Literally, yeah.
Like, good on you, Sony, for doing the accessibility thing, but, like, can you not hog all the awards with the same game?
Yeah, give that shit to Return to Monkey Island, for real.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never played it. I don't know. Anyway, best VR AR game. It was given to Moss and not Among Us. Okay,
but here's the thing, though. I actually do have a slight stake in this race. I have a good friend of mine, Chance. I know you watch this podcast sometimes. But the thing is, he went on this long, like, multi-paragraph rant on Discord about Bone Lab not winning. Because apparently it was a really freaking good game. But Moss just kind of went under the radar, and, like, nobody heard about it until just this. They basically released it with no fanfare. So it's so weird that it won this. Like, what?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, the thing is, like, nobody even in the VR space was really paying attention to the game, and it just kind of scoops this. Everyone in the VR, like, sort of space was really anticipating Bone Lab or Among Us to win this. So it's so weird seeing Moss win.
I obviously don't own a VR headset, so I have no stake in this conversation.
I will soon, hopefully.
I just wanted Among Us to win for the memes. I think most of us did. Also because of that one clip, I'm pretty sure a lot of people's already seen already. That guy chasing down that kid.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The thing is, though, is that
so funny.
Bone Labs, the game before it, Boneworks, was the one that you see all those videos where it's like Spider-Man on Woohoo Resort, like beating people up in VR.
Mm-hmm.
It's that game.
Interesting.
Which, personally, I think Spider-Man shooting a guy in the head with a frying pan should have won, but, like, I'm just saying that's just how it works.
That's just hilarious. I see why now. But yeah, moving on from that, we have best community support. Now, my heart says Fortnite. It will always say Fortnite.
I was thinking the same thing, but no, the Fortnite community does not deserve awards.
Yeah, no, I swear for the past, like, I don't know, 3, I think it's 2, but, like, I swear for the past, like, 3 years, Fortnite's just been getting shafted from community support. I have no idea why.
Yeah. Although I will say, though, I have heard, like... I've heard really good things about Final Fantasy XIV online.
Yeah. I have friends who are fans of it, and they said it was deserved, so I'm just going to take their word for it.
Yeah, honestly, good for you guys, for everyone who cares about MMOs.
Yeah.
Good for y'all.
All right. Do you just want to skip this category? I don't
No.
know.
I have words for this.
Okay. Go off.
Marvel Snap should not have won. No, I'm just saying it right now. Marvel Snap is terrible. This game sucks. Like, I am a card game guy. I love card games. The thing is, though, is that Marvel Snap, I spent like a good 3 hours trying to figure out this game. It is the most bare bones card game I've ever played. Like, when they talk in the ads about how it's like, oh, we cut out all the filler. You took out booster packs and replaced getting cards with player level and a battle pass. That is objectively worse. Dude, I gladly take having the ability to shell out a few bones to open a few packs over having to sit there and grind matches for multiple hours to level up at all. It is...
But that battle pass...
Oh my god. But the thing is, though, is that the actual gameplay is terrible. There's not even, like, interaction, there's no life point system or anything. You just drag cards a big number into specific spots. The effects, there was almost no benefits to using effects on your creatures. Like, genuinely the best characters in the game are the big monsters with no effects that just have big number. That's it. And then I guess Iron Man, which just doubles the stats of everything. And if you put Iron Man in a zone, you've already won. That's it. It's like, it's so bare bone and easy that it should not have won this category.
Thank you for your input, Mystic, because I did not know any of that before recording this.
I'm just going to say Genshin should have won, because apparently people actually got excited over it this year.
No, Genshin, like, you probably don't want to hear me talk about it. I know you're salty, but, like, Genshin was, like, the Sumeru update that released, like, a couple months back. Like, dude, like, the game, like, got so much better. Like, when they added Inazuma last year, it was, like, really boring. Like, it was great at first going through it, but then, like, I was playing through it, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I could not keep up with the story. Like, nothing was making sense to me that well. But then I went through the Sumeru arc. Like, chills, man. Like, the story was hitting hard. All the story beats were there. Like, the characters were fun. Everything was about it was fun. The region was fun to explore. They added some new quality of life improvements to, like, running around the place. I don't know. I thought Genshin was really cool this year. So I agree. It should have won best mobile game.
Yeah, although I did do some research on this Tower Fantasy game. I literally just Googled it. The promo art for this looks very nice, but it's described as free-to-play and open world. So I'm just going to say this is also a gacha game. I don't know if it is or not, but it kind of looks cool. I'm honestly kind of tempted to check it out.
With my limited knowledge, I will declare the gacha game.
I will declare the gacha game gambling addiction.
Oh, that's a good voice for that. Anyway,
it's like the king of England, like knighting somebody.
All right, moving on to our next category of best debut indie. I got no problem with this. Stray for the way. Stray is the way, as my chat said. Stray is the way.
I'm just gonna say it. I think that Neon White is a really cool game. I watched Virtual's video about it and it pretty much sold me on it. So we'll see about that, I guess.
Yeah,
when I eventually get around to playing it.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm a little bit biased. I've seen more of Neon White than I have Stray. But dude, I'm just for the cat, bro. I see that cat
game. I'm a dog person. I don't care.
I'm a dog person too, but I like in the games, it's a whole different story for me.
Yeah, I do not care. Dog's better.
I wasn't trying to make this a competition.
You know what? That's the next podcast. Dogs versus cats.
We cannot. There's no way we can make that a whole thing.
And it's like, there's no way we can make that a whole thing. It's like sounds like a Family Guy gag, and then it just cuts to just
that
a
is
YouTube
a gag right there. That was a
video.
whole that is like a whole 20-minute episode. That is not a 2-hour episode.
Wooper Watch Mini, everybody.
Wooper Watch Mini. Imagine. All right. Anyway,
finally,
best indie game, also Stray. This one I kind of disagree because like now you're like, see, I would get debut, but like I feel like Neon White could like it's a little tough. You have debut versus like overall like just it like without the debut factor.
I feel like it could have easily gone to Cult of the Lamb if I'm being honest. I heard that was another really good one.
That one was also popping off. I agree.
I really loved how they actually did like the Twitch integration and that. Honestly, that was a really cool touch.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but yeah. Cool stuff.
It's just kind of the same category. There's a lot of overlap there.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to best ongoing game. Final Fantasy 14. Again, my heart says Fortnite, but I'm just gonna believe in you, Final Fantasy 14 fans.
I was gonna say, y'all are dedicated to this game like it is your lifeblood. Take that W. Take it.
Just take your W. Just take your W and go. I'm
just
not gonna complain.
take it and leave my house, please.
All right, Games for Impact. I've never heard of any of these games before, but As Dusk Falls won.
Yeah, I legit haven't heard of any of these games. I don't really pay attention because they usually nominate like stuff in like the Games for Impact category that's just kind of like, oh, this is a niche little game that we don't really can fit anything else, but it's nice and it has some representation. Here, take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's basically what this category is for. But anyway, something we can talk about, the best performance. Oh my god.
Why are you here twice?
Oh my god.
God of War, go away.
Hold up, God of War aside, we'll get to that part. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, though. Christopher Judge. I actually went back and counted how long he went on for. It was 8 minutes. 8!
Wait, he talked on stage about it?
For 8 minutes!
Jeez.
Dude, it was so annoying. He clearly didn't rehearse. He clearly didn't know what to say. And he just kept going on. And you could just see the people who were, like, supposed to present, like, after him. Like, they were just waiting there. They were just standing there. You could see their shadows. They were just like, is this dude almost done? Like, no, he kept going. Remember the guy who won It Takes Two? That guy who, like, swore a lot and, like, middle finger? Yeah, dude, his speech was shorter than his. I don't understand. How was the It Takes Two guy somehow shorter than the God of War Ragnarok guy? How?
I'd say, at least he's passionate, but from how you're describing him, like, you're an actor. How did you not rehearse this?
No, yeah, it was boring. At least with the It Takes Two guy. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. I don't know why. But, like, he was funny at the very least. It was funny. He was making fun of the game industry. You know, he was like flipping off the Oscars. It was funny as shit. This guy, he was just sitting there just be like, my boy and my family, and like, it was sentimental, don't get me wrong, but like, bro, he had nothing to add. He was standing there forever just talking about random shit.
Oh my god.
I will say he was dripped out though. He had a very awesome suit. I loved it.
True enough.
But yeah, holy fucking shit. Why God of War won again? Why was this guy up for 8 minutes? Oh my god.
Please stop talking.
Please stop talking. Anyway, we're going to stop talking about best performance and move on to best audio design.
With the same winner again. Oh my god.
Wait, seriously? Oh my god. I forgot. Oh my god.
Why is God of War winning all these awards? He wins the next one too.
Oh my god. You know what? We're just going to skip it. Best score in me. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the one I can
Okay. Just real quick. Best audio design. I just say we should have just given this to Horizon instead. I don't care. It's another Sony title. Should have just gone to somebody else.
Yeah, holy shit. Okay, moving on from audio design though.
Go off.
I don't know why it's not listed, but Xenoblade 3 was listed for best score in music. I don't know why it's not listed on IGN. Fuck you, IGN. But yeah.
Hate you.
Oh my god. I haven't played God of War Ragnarok. So take what I say with a grain of salt, okay? From what I've been told, God of War Ragnarok's OST, people what's the term? People basically compare it to Metroid Dread's OST, where it's not like, you can't really listen to it on its own, but it's really good for like ambience and all that. Dude, how did Xenoblade 3 not win? Okay, you probably don't know this, Mystic.
Flutes?
The flutes. They are custom
I knew
made.
about the flutes because everybody was talking about it on my timeline.
Okay, good. I'm glad you know, because it's a big deal. They custom made flutes for the entire OST. The whole thing, Xenoblade 3 is known for its flutes, and they go hard. They hit you in the fields. There are so many tracks in this game that, like, made me fucking cry. Like, it's not as good as Xenoblade 2's OST. I will have to admit that. But Xenoblade 3 goes so fucking hard in the OST. And to be told that God of War Ragnarok's OST is apparently just Metroid Dread, and it's only good at being ambience and not, like, good on its own?
Yikes.
That is such a middle finger.
That is just oof. Because thing is, didn't they actually perform some of the Xenoblade stuff at the thing?
Yeah, did you hear it? The orchestra?
Yeah, I heard a bit of it, but I was just kind of focused on the dude absolutely going off on the flute. Like, he was playing his heart out.
Yeah. He actually made a tweet, like, by the time we were recording this, he was like, thank you guys. You may know me as the flute guy. Thank you guys for your support. He was, like, so happy about it.
Bro became a meme among everybody, and it was like, we love you, bro. We love you.
No, but yeah, Xenoblade 3, once again, it's known for its flutes. And he didn't disappoint. He did the flutes justice, and I'm so glad he did. And they played The Weight of Life. That's the one song we all wanted. We all knew it was going to be there. The Weight of Life, it's a really good song.
Sure, yeah. I'll listen to it when I play the game sometime after Christmas.
Yeah. I'm excited. You're in for a fun ride.
God, you're going to torture me until I finish it, aren't you?
Well, I mean, I'll leave you at your own time, you know? I can't really disrupt you during your time with Xenoblade, bro. It's one of those games I can't bother you unless you stop playing it and then forget about it.
Which happens to a lot of games I get for Christmas.
I'm trusting you on this one, man. Anyway, we're moving on. I don't want to complain the entire time, and plus we have something we can complain about later that's apparently not even listed on here, so we'll have to talk about it separately.
Anyway, best art direction won by Elden Ring.
Sure. I mean,
sure.
I feel like
I didn't play
all
Elden
of these
Ring.
aren't
I wouldn't
even.
know.
Yeah.
I don't have much else to add here. It's just God of War got nominated again and lost. Thank you. I can live with that.
There's literally not much to add here. Honestly, from like the little footage I've seen of all of them, I would say Horizon probably deserves it. It's the most like colorful to me.
You know, I can see that.
Yeah, honestly though, like, yeah, this is this is so weird. I wouldn't consider any of these games to be like art direction, I guess.
This is the category Ali World should have been nominated for, SMH.
True.
I haven't actually played the game. Don't sue me.
Oh, fuck me. Moving on. Best narrative. Ugh.
Kill me. Wait, why is Elden Ring in here? Didn't that game not have a story? Wasn't that kind of the point of it?
Of course it has a story. It's just open world.
Yeah, okay. It's like a non-linear thing, so I don't really know why it's here for best narrative, but alright.
Well, just because it's open world doesn't mean you can't have a narrative.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played the game yet. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I just heard it was like really ambient and avoiding story from what I heard, but I wouldn't know, so...
Well, just because you can avoid the story doesn't mean it's not good. I mean, we can't just assume that this is a Breath of the Wild case here.
Fair enough. Anyway, yeah. God of War winning. I feel like I could see this category being justified, but at the same time, I don't want God of War to win anything else.
It's the first one. I forgot that one was, and then this one. I can agree on those two. Everything else has been bullshit.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Moving on. Best game direction, Elden Ring.
Okay, this is so funny to me because I'm pretty sure the director has said on multiple occasions that he does not take fan feedback for any reason. So, like, sure.
Sure.
I don't have anything else to add. Just, okay. The thing is, I'm not entirely sure what best game direction implies. Because the thing is, it talks about, like, game direction, but a lot of game, like, being a director isn't necessarily, like... It's kind of a vague term as you're overseeing all aspects of a project. So it's almost like saying Game of the Year a second time, but we really like the director.
Well, according to this title, it says best like creative vision and innovation. So
I mean, I guess I can see that.
Actually, that's fitting. That's fitting. If you're gonna say innovation, then Elden Ring definitely deserves that.
I feel like you could probably name it something better than best game direction because it's kind of a vague name.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Some of the categories just blend in together. Anyway, it's not listed on here, but we're gonna talk about it anyway because I want to hear Mystic cry.
Sure.
Do you want to talk about player choice awards?
Oh yeah, player choice. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. I do think that Sonic deserved to win something this year because it kind of got shafted for being nominated for anything due to coming out like in a weird time. But I just would have been fine with anything as long as Genshin didn't win. If your motivating factor by your player base to vote for your game is because they want free gacha pulls, that's a problem. That is a major problem.
Sorry. Believe it or not, I was actually looking that up because, like, I was curious. Apparently, they didn't even, like, do that. They didn't even promote that they were going to, like, gift players Primo Gems. So I don't know where that's been coming from. Yeah, they didn't do shit. I don't know why people were saying that.
I think afterward, they're like, hey, to thank y'all, we're going to give you guys, like, this 200 of some currency a day or something. How much is it needed to pull?
It's 1,600, I believe.
They didn't even give enough for half a 10 roll. Oh my god.
No, we didn't even get any. Like I played today. They didn't give us anything, so I don't I don't know why people were saying they bribed us.
Yeah, I saw like a screenshot of it or something where people were complaining, going, "We voted for this."
We didn't get anything. No. The only thing that happened after the Game Awards is that they revealed 2 characters. That was it.
Probably completely unrelated.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was just 2 characters that they were going to add in the 3.3 update. But anyway, I do want to give my 2 cents because, like, I know during the show...
No, they did actually do something for the Player's Choice Award. I'm checking the Twitter right now. They gave out 800 of these Primo Gems, where each day, if you log in, you just get 200 in your mailbox.
Oh, wait,
that's not even half a 10 roll.
I know what that was the pre-show. I already got all those gems. That was the pre-show before. They already did that.
Bro, that is just... That's not even a 10 roll. You snubbed Sonic for this? I just... Bro! What?
I do want to give my 2 cents, honestly, though. Like, I know I was being really harsh to Sonic last night, but, like, honestly, I kind of, like, stepped back and now I, like, thought about it. Dude, Genshin, Sonic, none of them deserved it. I think you should just abolish the Player Choice Awards. That is a really hot take, but I, like...
No, I agree.
After seeing what transpired between both communities, like, I could not. Like, and, like, I'm surprised I didn't realize this, but, like, it's just whoever has the most clout. It's unfair. Like... Because you're right. Sonic...
I genuinely don't think it's that. What I think it is, it's what community has more influencers. It's not about clout. It's about who's making content with bigger numbers right now. And if every Genshin YouTuber is saying stuff like, hey, maybe consider voting for Genshin during Player's Choice, we can get free stuff, that spreads like wildfire. And then with Sonic, you have like a bunch of these pretty high-profile creators basically being like, yo, can we do this? Maybe we can actually get an award this year. And it just becomes 2 sets of influencers kind of boinking heads, and then people are making like bots on both sides to vote. It's like, oh my god, you've ruined it.
I have to agree, yeah. And it's gotten really stupid when, like, friends of mine were getting, like, harassed about it, like, no matter what game you were, like, interested in. And it just sucks, too. 2 games that have nothing to do with each other. Like, 2 completely different genres of games just, like, fighting. Like, it's just... Oh, my God. I think the Player Choice Awards doesn't need to exist. Like, it's so stupid because it's not, like... Because I agree with you. Sonic Frontiers does deserve an award for, you know, finally being a good Sonic game. But, like...
Wow, okay, rude.
Okay, the last game, Sonic Colors Ultimate. Come on, you can't say anything good about that.
No, but it's not finally since. Although it has been like 10 years since Generations.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been 10 years since Generations. Fine, I'll let you have this one.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it does deserve something. I do agree with that. You know, same with Genshin in the mobile category. But like, Player Choice, I think it needs to be removed. Like, it's just unfair at this point. It's just, it's not fair.
Can we start our campaign to get Pokemon Masters to beat Genshin in the Apple ratings right now? I think that'd be
You know, I would be cool with that. I would be so down with that.
Personally, I think that we should vote Pokemon Masters in next time just to see people really confused as to why it's doing well. Wooper Watch Nation, assault these voters.
If we could somehow gas it up, but unfortunately, like, Pokemon Masters has been out for like 3 years, and unfortunately, so far it has yet to like be as gassed up. Sucks.
Would be funny. Would be funny.
It would be funny. Anyway, our final award of the night, we have... do you guys want me to read them off?
I feel like it's the same set of games we've seen the whole time. I'll do it this time. Game of the year, we had A Plague Tale Requiem, the Forbidden G one, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, Xenoblade somehow, and then the objective winner, as per the Sticky Game Award thing, Elden Ring.
Yeah, it deserved it. I'm not mad.
Listen, as nice as I think like all these games are, like, sure, you can have your nomination and all that. And the thing is, when I think about like best game of this year, it's like, okay, sure, you can pick really anything that came out in this set of categories, and you could say that one. But if we're talking game of the year, it has to be Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Like, if you think of a game that's defined this year, Elden Ring is the game that kind of defined everything this year. So it's like, I don't think it could have been anything else. Unless Sony paid, but that's beside the point.
Dude, I'm so glad, because imagine if this was, like, based on, like, how many awards you get, because then this thing would be bullshit. But, like, I'm so glad the recency bias didn't, like, kick in, because, like, Elden Ring, when that came out, and, like, by the way, I bought Elden Ring, like, literally after the game show, so I'm going to play it when it comes in, like, you know, next year.
Should have waited for the Game of the Year edition, SMH.
Oh my god, I should have waited for that. No,
See,
but yeah,
I'm right.
When that game came out, it literally, like, changed the gaming industry. The same way that Breath of the Wild did. It did what Breath of the Wild did, and did that, like, I wouldn't say better, because I haven't played it yet, but it did more of that. It did more things with that style, and it just did that with Dark Souls, and it made, like, challenging combat actually fun, which I know that was, like, a huge, like, gatekeeping entry for a lot of people. Just like, oh, Dark Souls, or Souls games are, like, they're too hard. I can't play them. But from what I hear, everyone's like, oh, man, it's so fun, though. Whenever I lose, I feel like it's my fault, and not because it's, like, unfair. And that's such a good balance to have in, like, a Souls game like this, especially an open world one that lets you do whatever the heck you want. So, yeah, Game of the Year. I'm not mad.
Listen, man, at least it wasn't Overwatch 2.
Oh my god, imagine.
that would have been terrible.
Oh my god. And then, yeah, obviously I knew Xenoblade 3 wasn't going to win, but hey, I'm just happy it's up here, and I'm glad I got to hear an orchestra remix of The Weight of Life, so I'll take it. I didn't think I was going to win, but you know what? It's the fact that it was, like, in the discussion at all, and now people are going to try it out. That's what makes me happy the most, 100%.
Well, it sold me, so we'll get there eventually.
Yay!
Do you just want to talk about our, like, before we get into all the announcements, do you just want to talk about our Game of the Year real quick?
Okay, actually, question though. I don't have this planned, but, like, can this be, like, a game, like, that didn't come out in 2022, or does it have to be?
I mean, just pick a game that you played this year, because I'm cheating.
Okay. Because, like, I would pick Xenoblade 3 if it was, like, Game of the Year, if, like, 2022 Game of the Year, 100%. But, like, if I'm just talking, like, game I just played overall, no matter what year it came out in, I would give it to Ori. I'm going to be real.
Yeah, you know, I can see it. I can see that.
I played both Ori games, and, oh, by the way, I'm going to spit out a hot take. I didn't like Will-O-the-Wisp compared to the first one that much.
Really?
I don't know why. Like, the gameplay is way better. I just didn't feel for the story that much. But, yeah, like, made me cry a couple times. I don't know how, but, like, I think it was the OST, but, like...
Dang, man.
It was so wild, man. Like, I can't explain it. I really can't. I feel like an idiot, because I feel like I need to explain why I'm gassing it up this much. But, yeah, no, it was really solid. It's a solid game. It's really heartwarming and really sad, and I loved it. I loved it a lot. And as for Xenoblade, I know, sorry, I'm kind of cheesing real quick. But yeah, Xenoblade 3, while I don't think it's the best in the series, Xenoblade 3, you know, it did some crazy things. You know, it did some crazy things. The music alone carries this whole game. The story's really good, at least up until a certain point. The ending I did not like that much.
Yeesh.
But, oh man. There's this one specific chapter that I just could not. I literally had to step out of the room. I had to, like, close the game off, and I had to, like, go take a 2-hour walk to just, like, process. I was just like...
I heard a lot of Xenoblade fans, like, making jokes, like, clearly this is because Xenoblade didn't win Best Narrative, they haven't finished Chapter 5. So that is ominously foreboding.
Beware Chapter 5, because that is terrifying indeed.
Oh my god, they're gonna have an Aerith moment. No!
Imagine. But yeah, I would say those two are my Game of the Years, if we're gonna count both 2022 and then just one I played this year that didn't come out in 2022. Anyway, I've been talking forever. What is your Game of the Year, Mr. Gengar?
Okay, technically it falls into both categories by sheer circumstance. But it's Persona 5 Royal. You already know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh my god, that game was so good.
I'm surprised you played it this year. Like, it felt like a year ago since you played it.
Well, yeah, because I technically, I finished it and I think it was March? I'm trying to think of when I finished it, because it took me a while to get to it. But it was one of my first games I beat this year. But I know it was after Kirby, so... Yeah, I think it was. It took me a while to finish it because I started it at like the very end of December. So, but yeah, regardless, it's technically on all platforms now. But I played the PS4 version, so I don't know if that counts for this year.
Well, I mean, since I put Ori here, you can count it.
Yeah, sure. But I'm also just gonna throw a little slight nod to Pokemon Legends Arceus for just being a game that had so much genuine fun playing. Like, yeah, I say definitely one of the most successful series I've ever had on the channel, and I just had a great time. So it has
Commander
some fun
Kamado
for me. It is I, Commander Kamado. Thank you for watching.
Give me a shirt, damn it! I want to wear one.
I know. I'm working on it. I'll get to it.
Just ship one to me directly, man. I'll pay for it.
I mean, honestly, I'm considering launching the shop because that design was pre-approved and all that. The thing is, I just kind of don't want to launch without the Mystic hoodie. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, you probably just make your own shop to avoid. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
regardless,
I gotta say, yeah, that's my picks.
Yeah, no, I agree with Legends Arceus. I don't know if I can put it up Game of the Year, but like in terms of Pokemon for sure, like I know Scarlet and Violet, like that's the one everyone's playing right now. Some people would argue it's better, and in some areas I would argue it's better. But Legends Arceus like really went out there and was like, hey, I'm gonna be the change because the franchise has been refusing to change, and I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna step up, and Legends Arceus did. It stepped up, and it was a fun time.
However, I would just like to give an honorable mention to Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which honestly I could also choose as my Game of the Year specifically for 2022. Because, like, dude, that game was bonkers. I loved every second of it. Just did such an interesting thing with the whole Kirby formula, and it did it wonderfully. So I gotta say, it could really be either or for me. It really could be.
It could be.
I'm only putting Arceus up there because bias. Franchise sim, bias, let's go. I literally have a Delibird on my keychain. So... Wow.
Woo! I didn't know that. That's awesome.
It's in the advent calendar.
That's nice.
Spoiler alert.
Oh wait, you have that same advent calendar?
Yeah, I've been posting my polls every time I get a pack.
Yeah, I have that same one. I'm doing it right now.
Ironically enough, I literally got a Hollow Moltres a few days ago. So funny how that works.
I got the Galarian one. Yeah.
yeah. But next time, give me your freaking codes. You know I play the game.
Okay. Ooh,
you better give me your codes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm messing with you.
Moving on.
Announcements.
So believe it or not, the Game Awards does announce things other than nominees. Actually, believe it or not, before we talk about the announcements, like a couple of years ago, I would be complaining about how there's not enough reveals. This year, I was bitching about how there was not enough nominees. Like, not enough, like, nominee announcements. I was, like, getting annoyed that they were just, like, doing nothing but reveals.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I can see that.
It was crazy, because at one point, like, I would have loved this, but, like, because, like, it was a good show. Jeff Keighley said, like, he cut a lot of the fat out to, like, make it more enjoyable for viewers. I can see how it was enjoyable. I personally did not like it, and I think that's just because, like, I'm older now, and I just wanted to see the awards, man. And I just wanted to, like, I don't know. The awards were, like, interested me the most, but, I can't say that now because the announcements we got were really good. Do you want to start out since I cut you off?
No, I put the first one from your list, so you can go off first.
Okay. I've not played Hades. I want to preference that. But I know, great start.
Same.
Hades 2. Also, this is out of order. I'm sorry. But yeah, Hades 2. Holy shit, did not expect that. Everyone in my chat was like, oh, Hades DLC, right? No, man, Hades 2.
Did not expect that at all.
Yeah, dude, it looks so cool. I thought the Hades protagonist or whatever, the female one was like fighting the mage from Final Fantasy. I don't know why. That's what I thought it was. I was like, oh, crossover fighting game. But no, it's Hades 2, and it looks really cool.
Speaking of fighting games, oh my god, Street Fighter 6 looks so good.
It does look really good. I'm not interested in the fighting games much, but this game's getting me interested.
Oh, I'm making you play it.
Also, I just want to give a shout out to my boy JP. I don't think he watches the Wooper Watch podcast. Like, he was like genuinely surprised when I mentioned A Silent Voice was like my favorite anime movie. So he clearly doesn't watch it. So everybody go bully my server owner / mod JP to watch these podcasts because I'm shouting him out right now. And by the way, JP's in the Street Fighter 6. Sorry, that was a huge segue.
Wow, yeah, okay.
We made fun of it because the new character JP.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, I just want to clarify that the biggest shock from that is like actually seeing DJ in motion, because this character was considered like, because the guy in the Brazil pants or whatever, he was basically, they literally went to Capcom USA, who was mostly just white guys at the time, were like, please design a cool character for Americans, and they came back with that. But they just radically redesigned so much for this that he's like a whole new character, and I freaking love it, dude. They did him so good.
He looks so different compared to when I first saw him. So that was nuts.
They made him awesome.
And his name is DJ.
Not to mention that all the other characters look great, dude. And the graphics, Oh my god, and having a custom character in this story mode? Dude, they made a fighting game that actually justifies a $60 price tag.
Yeah, I know. It looks like to just be, like, really expansive. And, like, again, for someone who's, like, never played the Street Fighter series, like, it's interesting me. So if that tells you something, I don't know.
Listen, I'm just saying, me and you, we gotta do some sort of content on this. Because this game is set up to be the best fighting game in ages. So I'm not complaining in the slightest. Although, I will say, on the topic of fighting games, gonna give an honorable mention to Tekken 8. I'll be real with you guys. I have never touched a Tek or a Ken. So, I mean, I know this thing mostly focused on the story mode and new characters designs and stuff, and we haven't really seen gameplay. But it looks neat. That's the most I can say. It looks neat. I might give Tekken a try, finally, but I don't know. It's a big wall to get into.
It does look neat, but, like, yeah, it was just, like, literally it's cinematic, and I was like, okay, what is going on? I was like, I was liking the fight scene going on, like, some guy shoved, like, Kazuya into, like, a goddamn building. Like, that looked hype, but, like, yeah, I had no idea what was going on. I got so excited, and then, like, yeah, they didn't show anything, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they're purposely being secretive about the gameplay for next Evo, if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I will say what they're not being as secretive about, dude, the Mario movie clip. Oh my god, I have a lot to say here, but you can go first.
Yeah. Before I say, like, the actual, like, talk about the trailer itself, can I just mention the fact that they showed us 2 trailers? And, like, the second one didn't have much, but they hit us with a double whammy, and we didn't expect it at all.
Oh, yeah, the Direct. Did we talk about that at all? I don't think we did.
We didn't. We're going to make an episode on it. Spoiler alert for you guys. But
someday.
Yeah, we'll talk about it soon. We'll talk about it. We have more than enough material now, so we can't talk about it. But, yeah, no, you told me to go first. Okay. Dude, all I'm going to say real quick. Actually, okay, one more thing before I actually talk about it. The fact that it's using Mario music.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3. You got a lot to live up to now.
Dude.
Okay.
Oh my god, yes. I adore this soundtrack. In fact, they just casually play one song which you're like, it's playing, the 1-1 theme, and they just casually segues into 3D world. Yes, please. Thank you.
Dude, there was like 5 tracks playing on like like 5 tracks nonstop back to back, and I was like, they're not even being secretive about it. They're just pulling the schlong out and just flipping it all over the place. Maybe not that analogy, but you know what I mean.
Like, you can tell that everyone who worked on this movie was so compassionate about it. I love it. I love every second of it. It's like, you can see, like, maybe with, like, the music or whatever, the studio was a bit scared to put too much of it in there. You know, maybe it doesn't want to, like, divert anybody. But, like, with Mario, they're just like, no, forget it. We're going all in.
Yeah, no, they look like they're having a fun time with this movie. Dude, I'm even starting to like Chris Pratt. I never thought I'd say that, but like, dude, like the recent trailer, like just made him like he's actually was doing an Italian accent, when he was like crossing the bridge or whatever. I don't know, maybe it's because I've already heard it a bunch of times where I'm just like, oh, maybe this doesn't sound as bad, but like
it's warming up on me for sure.
It's definitely warming up. I still don't think it's the best part of this movie, but you know what? Hey, that's one miss out of everything else being top-notch bangers. Like how is this movie going to be good? I don't understand. How did this go from, like, the most, like, terrifying thing ever imaginable, ever conceived, to now we're, like, overly excited to see this thing?
Dude, also, I'm just going to say that this looks exactly how I wanted the movie to look, because for ages, I always wondered, how are they going to convert the level structures into just being a casual thing in the world? And the fact that they made it integrated as the transportation methods in the city, that's perfect. That's all I needed.
Dude, it's so perfect. Even like invisible blocks and shit. I gotta cut us short because we gotta talk about this.
Okay, wait, can I talk about one more thing, though?
The what thing?
One more thing, though, is that if you pay attention during this part where Mario walks by a bunch of the shops, you can see a Toad asking another Toad if an NES cartridge works, where the shopkeeper says to just blow in the cartridge. Like, those are little tiny background details this movie is going to be full of that completely sells me on it. The animators are just having such a good time.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this movie multiple times if they're gonna do that. God.
I'm buying 3 tickets, maybe one for me right after, and one for me right after.
And then another one in case future me really wants to go again.
Just to be sure, just for good measure.
Yeah. I wish we could go together, but maybe one day.
I'm just gonna call you on Discord and just put you in a seat.
Yo, oh my god, no. That's stuck in my head now. No. God, oh my god.
It's just like you're just
look at this movie.
Man, this is great. And like your point of view, you're like really squinting in on your monitor. It's like a
also yeah, if
resolution.
I was like if I was like sitting on the chair, I wouldn't be able to see anything. Oh my god. All right, we got to move on though. This is a separate podcast episode. All right, this is the one I'm really excited about. I get it, guys. It's from EA. I get it. I understand. But trust me when I say this, Jedi Fallen Order, the prequel to this game, was so fucking good. Fucking like 3 knee slaps out of 5 or something. I don't know. The Scott the Woz rating. I don't know. Such a good game. It is a Metroidvania that takes place after Order 66. You play as this guy named Cal Kestis. I forgot what the plot's about, but it's like something about protecting the holocron and like the kids who are like force sensitive or whatever. It's so fucking good. It's such a good Star Wars game. If you don't want like a multiplayer, like, Battlefront, you just want a good, fun story that's like, I don't know, 10 hours and then put it down and you're done. And like, you can just do all these crazy, Jedi shit. You can have a dual lightsaber. You can pause lasers like Kylo Ren. Like, oh my god, dude. If you wanted to ever play as a Jedi, like, this is how. This is how, man. This is how.
So Survivor is the sequel to Fallen Order, right?
Yes, it is. And with Jedi Survivor, I obviously don't know what the plot is about, but the gameplay they show him getting new abilities. He can spider swing now with a fucking grappling hook. He can now freeze time. Freeze time. Death Battle's gonna have a fun time with that.
Are we sure that this is a whole thing with like, and he's not a Sith Lord? Are we sure about that?
No, he's a good guy.
Yeah, this sounds a little nutty. Are you sure he hasn't given in to the dark side? Are you sure?
I hope not. He didn't turn in the last game, so maybe in this game he does.
A Sith Lord?
Imagine. No, but yeah, they showed off like the gameplay for this game, and it's crazy. You can throw around dual lightsabers. Like, you can make the Kylo Ren lightsaber. Like, oh my god, the more lightsaber combinations, the more force abilities, it's just more of the same, and I love it because the original Foundation was so freaking good. Jedi, actually, I don't know how long the discount's going for, but Jedi Fallen Order is currently $4 on Steam right now.
What? $4?
Yes.
I'm picking that up.
Exactly. Actually, shit, hold on. I need to see how long it goes for, because like this might be outdated really quick.
I already got my credit card out. Let me check the Steam app.
Yeah, go do it. Okay, it's lasting until I'm on Steam right now. It's going on until December 19th, so you guys do have time by the time this episode comes out. So if you're watching this right now on December 14th, which, yeah, that's when this episode, December 14th, you guys can go get Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for $4.
Yeah, I'm scooping that. I'm scooping that when we're done recording.
That is a good deal. That is a great deal.
The thing is, I had it on Game Pass, and I just never got around to it, so might as well.
Yeah, might as well. And I mean, yeah, it's a great way to see if you'll enjoy Jedi Survivor or not. But yeah, there you go. I hope I sold you all in that game. I know it's made by EA, so it's a little hard to trust. But trust me, it's coming from me. It's a good game.
You know, I'll take your word on that. I'm excited now. Though I will say something I'm a little dubious about is Crash Team Rumble, the new Crash Bandicoot game. This game has some freaking history, and more of it has literally been uncovered since the show ended. So basically,
please go off, because I don't know.
Yeah, wild story is that ages ago, a game leaked called the Wumpa League. You know, like Wumpa Fruit from the series. It's like, it's supposed to be like a Crash Bandicoot. Everyone was kind of guessing, it's like a sports game with Crash characters. Well, we know now it's this weird platformer MOBA hybrid. And it's like, okay, it looks cool. But here's the crazy part. Apparently, this was actually a scrapped mode from Crash 4 that was cut, and it was literally in beta testing, but they cut it at the last second because they basically fired almost all of the testers for the game before release. So they didn't have time to finish it and patch out the bugs. So what happened is that they turned it into its own game, which eventually got leaked in almost basically project name only, and was almost immediately canceled. At some point during this year, they've randomly revived it as like a quick budget, let's get it out there title. Like, there's Easter eggs to it in the game. And there's still code left in Crash 4. And it's like, okay, it looks cool, it's a platformer MOBA thing, but it's like, looking at the history of this, like, oh my god, how is this even a thing now? But otherwise, it looks alright, it looks kind of fun. I'm not like a major Crash fan, I've tried a few of the games. I don't know, not clicking for me.
I do want to try the Crash trilogy, but that's obviously not related to what we're talking about.
Yeah, I just don't like the jump physics personally. So, but the fact this is keeping the similar platformer, I guess, kind of MOBA thing going on, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I'm probably gonna skip it.
Yeah, little word. I saw the MOBA elements. Like, people were calling me crazy, but I was like, dude, that looks like a MOBA.
The whole thing with grabbing fruit to score in a basket. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's neat that we're going to have more characters, like, playable in the Crash style. Because they did a few of them in Crash 4, but I don't know. Bleh.
Yeah. I did love the way he entered the stage, though. That was hype as hell.
Yeah, that I can agree with.
Yeah. And, yeah, like you said, it's just so cool that they're utilizing the style. Because it's a really solid style. And I hope they use it more because it's really good. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next game. This really shocked me, and JP again, if you're watching, I hope you are. This is his favorite, most anticipated game right now. Earthblade. It's made by the same people who made Celeste, and for those of you who have played that game is deep. I think it was a Game of the Year contender. I forgot what year. But yeah, that game was like purely a platform.
Dude, right? I loved Celeste. That game was so good. It took me ages to finish it, but when I finally finished it, it was like, oh my god, that was amazing.
Okay, so you know.
I know. I played through Celeste and I loved every second. I have not done Farewell yet, but that's mostly because I'm not in the mood to go back through and start combing for collectibles.
That, and it's also like really sad. So
yeah. The thing is, what's funny is that I guess slight spoilers, but I got to the battle line boss fight on like a field on the bus ride back from, I think it was a Busch Gardens field trip or whatever. But basically, on the way back, I played the battle line fight because I got there and I was basically so hooked that I stayed up until like past 3 a.m. getting all the way to the end of the game, and I was like, that was beautiful. Mm-hmm. Worth it. But yeah, great game. I'm kind of interested to see what the devs have cooking right now.
Yeah, and also, like, it's a Metroidvania, which is really surprising. Like, when we were, like, seeing the foot, like, they were showing off the map and all that, we're all just like, huh, is this just another platformer? And then they kept just showing the map, and we're all just like,
oh god, it's a Metroidvania.
Whoa. Yeah, no, it's like they're putting combat elements in this game too, and we're just like, oh god, this is not Celeste.
That I'm not a big fan of, because here's the thing, I've never really been a Metroidvania guy. Like, whenever I get to like an open world open thing or whatever, I always feel like extremely lost per se. I get that's kind of the point, but I kind of like lose all sense of direction and usually end up dropping the game. So, I don't know. We'll see if I actually click with this.
I feel you there. Yeah, I don't know. I trust the devs. Like, again, they made Celeste. Like, yep. I feel like that alone's enough to, like, speak for them. So I have faith in them. But obviously, this game's not coming out until, like, 2 years later. So
we'll see how this goes.
All right, you want to talk about this next one?
Okay, I don't have much to say because I think you played Bayonetta 3, did you? Or
I have not. I started 1, and that's all I have.
Okay. I just wanted to give an honorable mention because we are, like, technically, like, oh, we have Nintendo running everywhere, and we probably get killed in the comments if we did mention it. But, Bayonetta Origins is, like, it's a really pretty-looking game, I can't lie. I kind of love how they're doing a little cutesy version of Bayonetta. I think that's a cool touch, but, I guess it's neat. That's a cool little thing that we're just getting so much Bayonetta recently, and I love the art style, but that's all I gotta say.
100%. And also, like, I saw a lot of people mentioning this, but just, like, yeah, they're all just like, yeah, no wonder Bayonetta 3 took that long to come out. They were making this.
They're just making 2 games in one go.
Yeah. No, it's so cool. I'm glad Bayonetta fans are getting shit. And hey, it's also poetic that, you know, another Bayonetta game's getting announced at the Game Awards. So
they are eating.
There you go. Very cool. Anyway, Replace. Okay, so I know y'all can call me an idiot for not researching. Like, I just saw this trailer and it looked pretty. I have no idea what the hell it is. But it's like, I don't know. There's like combat. There's like racing in it. But it's like, it's using this like 2D like
2D HD
like sprite, 2D HD sprite style over like these like overly realistic like backgrounds and set pieces. Like, it just looks so fucking good. It's just so like.
It's one of those games I think is supposed to be like a narrative experience. I think that's what they're going for. Which, in that case, they've already sold me just on the graphics alone. Because, like, I'm not a guy who ogles over graphics, but I'm down for some really clean pixel art.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's so pretty. It's so freaking pretty. I wish I did research and actually knew what the heck it was.
I feel like it's one of those games that it might be better off going in not knowing anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just want to know the genre, so I know what I'm getting
you know
into,
what? That's justifiable. I'm gonna guess by the side-scrolling thing, it might be like a bit of a point-and-click adventure, just more platformer instead of point-and-click, I guess.
That could be interesting. That might be a turn-off for me, but I don't know. Depends how it's handled.
But what I do know is gonna be handled well is the Dead Cells Castlevania DLC. Oh my god!
Man,
dude.
Thank you for Smash. Thanks Smash Brothers for actually like introducing me to Castlevania. So like I actually recognized the music and I was jamming along.
Dude, when it started playing Bloody Tears, I'm at the end. I was like, yes, that's it. Yes, thank you.
Cause for me, it was Out of Time. That's when I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because the thing is, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Richter and
Richter, Alucard,
yes, and Dracula are the bosses. It's like that's sick. But here's the thing, though. Dead Cells, I played it when I had Game Pass, and oh my god, it was so good. I've been meaning to pick it up again on, like, Switch or something. Because it's, like, it's a really good roguelike. If you haven't played it, give it a shot. It's a really good game. The thing is, though, is, like, I'm just really bad at it. But the thing is, it has a lot of Metroidvania elements, because it's, like, a 2D platformer roguelite. It's really good. Like, seriously, if you haven't played it yet, give it a shot, and, like, the thing is, they said 50 original music tracks. Like, some, like, a lot of them are remixes, but some of them are completely original tracks in a sort of mixed style between Dead Cells and Castlevania. Which is, like, that's a really cool idea.
It's a good lineup.
And there's, like, 25, and there's, like, a bunch of new biomes. There's 25 or something. But, like, personally, I really dig that the whole thing, because I know it was a while back that there was a post about Konami was looking into indie developers to bring back Castlevania. If this means what I think it is, they might use this team to bring back Castlevania through, like, the DLC, and then we could get something bigger again? Which is, like, sure, because the thing is, the only Castlevania I actually played a lot was the multiplayer game, because it was free on Xbox Live Gold. And I really loved it, so I've been meaning to dive into the rest of the series. I just haven't found a good time to.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm with you there. I hope Castlevania gets revived. I'm not a fan of it, and I probably... it's Kojima's fault. But, like, if they revived it, I'd probably give it a fair shot. And hey,
it's Kojima's fault? He's never been involved with Silent Hill. What are you talking about? I mean, not Silent Hill. I mean, Castlevania. Sorry.
I might be thinking of the wrong series.
That's Metal Gear. That's Metal Gear.
Oh.
How are you mixing up your Konami properties, bro? One of them is tactical espionage. The other is vampire killing. God. What?
Okay, Kojima. You can see how I mixed it up. Okay, fuck. Shut up. Okay, anyway. Dude, I hope Castlevania gets revived, bro. I hope it gets revived. And hey, I'll try it again if they make a new one, man. And I hope this is the first step towards that, for sure.
I will say it's Konami, possibly pulling a Konami, so this could go terribly. But all the games are on Switch, so I might give them a shot sometime. I've been meaning to give the PS1 in particular. No, not Rondo of Blood. God, Curse of the Moon. No, it's not Curse of the Moon. Symphony of the Night. I heard that one is really good. I've been meaning to get to it.
Likewise, I've heard that one's good.
I was like, Curse of the Moon? How did I think of Curse of the Moon first? That's like a GBA one, I think. Why did I think of that first? But regardless, the DLC looks great. And even if you don't care about Castlevania, I urge you to go watch the trailer for it, like, right now. It's just gorgeous. It's really gorgeously animated.
Gorgeous trailer. I mean, you might as well. It's free. You can watch it for free. Like, that's a good price.
You can enjoy it. And I think I don't know if the DLC is paid or free or not, because I know the previous expansions have been free, so I'm unsure about that.
Do you want me to look it up?
No.
Okay, well, I'm typing it right now. So.
I mean, you probably just check the Steam page. If there's any paid expansions there, it's probably paid then.
I could have done that instead of Google searching it.
But
okay, it's not telling me if it's paid, but it's telling me it's coming out 2023 quarter one.
Yeah, we'll see.
So
you want to take this next one, by the way, because this is your wheelhouse more than mine.
Oh yeah, this is my wheelhouse. Okay, I'm just gonna get the angry part out of the way. Dude? Okay, games, stop announcing DLC before your fucking game launches. Okay, look, it's one thing to announce DLC, but when you announce an expansion pass before your game launches,
biggest L.
Seriously, Xenoblade did it too, and I was pissed about that. But you know what? That's okay, because at least at the end of it, they promised like a whole new story expansion. It's going to be similar to Torna. So in that sense, I'm okay with it. But still, Holy fucking shit. Oh my god, they're adding, so the whole gimmick with Fire Emblem Engage is that it's basically a Fire Emblem Heroes ripoff. No, but like, so you have these like rings or whatever, and they summon these like characters from the past or whatever, and apparently that it's involved with the story somehow. I have no idea. I've not been following the game too much because it looks great, don't get me wrong, but it feels more fan servicey, so I'm not like treating it like an actual Fire Emblem in my head. I don't know. Maybe when it comes closer to release, I probably will. But yeah. So the Fire Emblem expansion pass. So up until now, the rings or whatever, they've just been nothing but the lords / main characters. So like Corrin, Byleth, Marth, Ike, Malachi.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Micaiah.
I get it.
Yeah. So this DLC is opening the doorway for more heroes. They showed us Tiki, the Fire Emblem 3 houses, those other three the house leaders.
Really?
Yeah, all 3 in 1.
Okay, listen, I could live with just Edelgard, but like, really, all 3? It's kind of weird.
All 3? I mean, if you're gonna include one, then
I guess you kind of have to include all 3 if you just pick one. But like, I don't know. It feels a little weird just chucking them all together.
Hey, I'm cool with it, because now this is a Smash Brothers Ultimate sort of shit, where, like, now it's like, hey, they've opened the door. It's outside of main characters, so now they're going to, like, for the expansion pass, they can include anybody. And this is my segue to saying, come on, Koei Tecmo, put Azura in this game. I will pay for it. I did it for Warriors. I will do it for this game. Give Azura love. Put her in this game, damn it.
You know what? I can justify for that. Give my man his waifu. Give my man his waifu.
Yeah. Give me my waifu, damn it.
Give him his wife now.
Oh, thank you. No, but like, yeah, they opened the door now, so now I'm kind of like a little more excited. But yeah, still kind of annoyed that they're announcing a full ass expansion pass already in the games. The game's coming out in like February, so that's like 2-ish months from now. So I sort of get it, but like, come on, at least Xenoblade like announced it like a month before it launched. This is horrible.
I will say this is kind of like really sort of off, but I will say that Nintendo has had a problem with this. Like promising post-launch support, like with Splatoon. I think Splatoon did well with like, hey, we have another single-player campaign that's coming eventually. However, we are promising at least 2 years of like free content for everybody. Like, okay, Splatoon, it works. It's an online shooter. But what is going on with some of their other games, bro? Why does Fire Emblem need to have that expansion pass? Why does Xenoblade need to have that expansion pass before the game even launches? That's a problem. They need to knock this off.
Seriously, like, if you're gonna do it, like, I know it's not gonna, like solve the problems, but, like, just announce it, like, a month, maybe a couple weeks, but, like, just announce it after the game's launch, okay? Like, come on. I don't know if that'd fix the problem, but I think just doing that would be a whole lot better than just, like, announcing it a couple weeks beforehand.
If you're going to announce DLC beforehand, you better at least include a code in the deluxe edition to get it for free, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, that too. When you, like, charge a little extra for it.
That's forgivable.
That's a great way to handle
fighting games is a great example of this. They'll usually announce a season pass and maybe one character, and they're like, yo, if you buy the deluxe edition, you get the season pass, and you're going to get the character, like, 2 days early. Sure. Yeah, I can live with that. That's a good way to do it, because, like, you're promising post-launch support, and you're promising what you're going to get. And it makes sense, because it fits the genre, and you're basically getting it if you buy the deluxe edition. But what do you get? What gain is there to doing that for a single-player RPG?
Dude, it's so fucking annoying. And since you brought up Splatoon, I want to also bring up a recent example. Octo expansion, bro. They announced that shit a whole year after the game's launched. You had it down, man. Why did you change?
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of weird.
And also, I'd argue because they announced it a year after the game's launch, it was more exciting because also playable Octolinks, and that was a huge deal. But also, it's just the fact that, like, we didn't know it was coming, okay? The fact that you're telling us that huge amounts of content are coming later spoils the reveal it spoils such an awesome reveal you could have had.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, at least wait, like, a bit after the game. Like, if it is a live service game, I understand promising the content roadmap. I think that's fine. But for a single-player game, you need to hold back the DLC. You cannot do that immediately. Like, promising that you're going to give us something is one thing. Like, Splatoon was like, hey, we got something like, oh, hey, maybe it's off the hook. Like, that still kind of takes a lot of the wind out of the sails of it. But we still don't really know the exact contents. But when you're like, hey, here's my pass, here's like 4 of the characters you get on it, before the game even launches, that's a problem.
100% agree. It's ridiculous, but Yeah, that's Fire Emblem. I will say though, real quickly before we get off Fire Emblem, they did also like have a separate trailer that wasn't in the Game Awards. It was in Japan or whatever. They like doing that. But apparently, like, I don't know if you saw this tweet, but someone posted, "Hey, if you show this to someone who hasn't played Fire Emblem, what kind of game would they think this was?" And it showed like bits of like the main character exercising, fishing, playing like Puyo Puyo Tetris or some shit. Like, it was so fucking weird. There's like so many mini games that just are not Fire Emblem at all that you can do, apparently.
I mean, like Street Fighter literally showed like 60 different mini games in the new trailer. They're just stuck in the single player mode. And I find that weirdly funny.
Dude, it was so funny. There's so many memes with like the main character of Engage. Because like they gave her like a whole like workout outfit. She puts like a ponytail on her head and she gets like a full like she gets sweatpants, a sweatshirt, dude. Like it's so fucking weird.
They made toothpaste attractive. That's crazy, bro.
No, dude, she's hot. She's hot in the exercise fit. I gotta admit. But
Please
like,
stop talking.
No,
this is a family
so
show.
Weird. Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to mention that real quickly because they didn't show that in the Game Awards, and I thought that was funny to bring up. But yeah, our last thing, which I kind of included last second because it like Mystic didn't see it, but when I saw that, like I literally started getting dizzy. Like I had a headache for a second because like it broke my mind.
Like literally just before we recorded this, he texted me like, "Dude, oh my god, you need to see this. We need to add this now." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" It just sends me the trailer, and like I felt my jaw hit the floor. Well, more like the mattress. In my bed, but still.
I can't believe I forgot about it, but I'm so glad I included it because, oh my god, that one's being slept on so hard.
It's actually also console exclusive to PS5. I have a reason to use my console. Thank you.
Woo! But yeah, do you want to talk about it since I just talked about Fire Emblem?
Yeah, okay. So the game's called Viewfinder, and I still don't really know what it is. Like,
yeah, me neither.
It's like that one game, it kind of went viral not too long ago, where it's like you pick up objects, then you like move them around. So it's like, oh, if you move farther away from you, it actually gets bigger.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's kind of like that, but it's like you can take photographs, and I guess you can plant them down, and they become physical, like, spaces. It's weird. It's hard to describe, other than, I guess, oh, take photo, make platform. It's hard to describe. You need to watch the trailer for yourself.
It's so weird. It's so weird. I love it though. Like it captivated me. I don't use my PS5 much, but you damn well sure I'm gonna try this thing out. Like, oh man, there's so much creative potential with it, and it's huge. It's so huge. It's being slept on right now, for real.
All I do is hope that we actually get to make our own paintings or photos in it.
Oh my god, dude, that could break the game. Dude, imagine someone draws a dick, bro. God,
finally, thank you. What I kind of think would be cool is like imagine like. It layers, like, whatever you paint on first is what goes in the very back. So if you paint a straight line, the place where you dotted the line first would be in the farthest back. Ooh. So then you could literally make, like, a spiral and it goes towards the camera. That'd be cool.
Oh my god, that would mess with my head.
That'd be so trippy, but I'd love it.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, I wanted to include that last second because, like, yeah, dude, it's the sleep one. Everyone's sleeping on it, and it needs to be talked about because it looks so cool.
Alright, so I feel like now that we've covered everything, out of every single thing they announced, what's your favorites?
Just out of announcements or like the entire show?
Out of the entire show, if there's like... Oh wait, no, we forgot to mention what happened with the Game of the Year.
Oh, yeah, oh my god!
How did we forget that?
Not mention him? We were going to mention at the beginning of this podcast. Oh my god. Okay, alright. I leave the floor to you since you remembered. Thank God. Oh my God. We almost did not talk about Bill Clinton.
The thing is, I actually, like, I saw a clip of it later and I didn't really process what was happening. Basically, when the dudes went up to get their award for Elden Ring, for Game of the Year, some guy came up to them and was like, I nominate this award to my favorite rabbi, Bill Clinton. Like, I'm sorry? What?
Dude. It's so funny because when you go to look at my reaction, right, I literally didn't even notice. I was so butthurt about Xenoblade 3 not winning anything that I just did not notice. And I was just standing there. And I was listening to it. I was there. I was watching. And I just didn't. It just went one ear out the other. And I didn't notice until I saw Jeff Keighley's tweet like an hour later saying, that guy who interrupted the Game Awards got arrested. I was like, what the hell?
That's so funny to me. Our little visitor got arrested. You say that like you're a mob boss, Jeff. What do you mean?
Seriously, dude, I gotta show you the tweet. Like, you gotta.
No, I've seen the tweet. I've seen the tweet.
Okay.
So like he's like a mob boss. So I'm like, we arrested him. It's like, okay,
But how did he get on stage the first time?
No, dude, I gotta read it out loud. It's so ominous. The individual who interrupted our Game of the Year moment has been arrested.
It's like, okay, Jeff, you mob boss. He's got the suit. He's got the suit and the stare for it, so I can see it.
I would like to nominate this award to Rabid something.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Did you see that mod? Someone made a mod like within 24 hours of just like the playable character as Bill Clinton. Someone already did it.
that is gorgeous. Thank you. Whoever did that, thank you.
But yeah, no, this guy just snuck up and he was just sitting. Oh, by the way, can we just mention how much of a Chad he is? He walked all the way up and he didn't say a word. He let the developers say what they needed to say. And then when they were done, he finally said his piece. He said what he was going to say. He did his mission and he accomplished it.
Apparently, from what I heard, some anti-Semitic dog whistle thing, which is like, okay, if true, that's not as funny, but still, the balls on this man.
The moment was still funny, no matter, like, it's still a Game Awards moment, and it will go down in history, and it's
He's
funny.
He's made his mark in history.
When I make a video on... Yeah, when I make a video on Elden Ring, bro, you already know I'm going to be referencing the hell out of that.
Yeah, honestly, you know what? Based. Put him in there. But you know what? No, get the game, mod it with Bill Clinton. That's it. That's your video right there.
I'm planning on doing that if I can somehow do it. I'll see if I can figure it out.
Wait, what did you get it on?
Oh shit, I got on PS5.
No!
Damn it, I'm an idiot!
No, you fool. Quick, cancel the Amazon order.
Shit, you're right. Okay, I'll do that right now.
Spend the money on Jedi Fallen Order instead.
I already have it!
Okay, buy it again, coward.
I am gonna buy it again on Steam.
Gift it to random people on Steam. I haven't talked to you in 6 years. Here, take it.
Yeah, when I bought it originally, it was like on this Origin platform, whatever.
Ew.
It's not Steam, so you already know it's ass. So
Ew.
yeah. I will buy it again because not only it's $4, but also I do want to replay it. So I'm ready for Survivor. So
Sure enough.
I'll do that.
But yeah, back to what I was saying about our favorites. What was your favorite announcement? Just tell me.
Okay. Thank God you brought that up again. By the way, like, oh my God.
I almost forgot. I was like, oh my God! Wait, we forgot.
Okay. So your favorite moment in the entire thing.
Favorite announcement, or if you want to, I guess, say in a moment to go ahead. What was your favorite parts of this?
My favorite part, I definitely love the Jedi Survivor bit. Like that, I think if you had to pinpoint one thing I was like popping off the most out of like the entire show, it probably had to be that one. That cause dude, if you played the original and then you're looking at the gameplay and what they added, it was huge. It was so cool in his repertoire. I don't know why I'm using
repertoire is the word.
It is the word, but I don't know why I'm using a fancy word. But his moveset got expanded so much and it looks so cool. And again, the freezing time, dude. That caught me so off guard.
Yeah. Although I will say, for me, absolute best trailer does go to Dead Cells Castlevania DLC. Dude, oh my God, it was so well animated in the music. Mwah! By far best trailer. Although I will say, honorable mention to Street Fighter 6 for making me even more excited for a game I'm already buying, and the release date. Thank you.
Yeah. As for the awards, though, I'm gonna look through them real quickly because
the only category I had any stake in the race was literally, I guess, basically best fighting game and best multiplayer. Which, I mean, best multiplayer got what I was kind of hoping for, but a fighting game sure happened. God.
Yeah, I don't know if I can choose the best award, because, the awards are, good, objectively, but I'm just salty because Xenoblade didn't get a single award despite being in the running for Game of the Year.
Well, I will say my favorite moment from actually watching it, for what little I watched, was seeing you in absolute dismay for a moment there.
Dude, oh my God, that's going to my best assigned compilation.
Seeing you absolutely crestfallen,
I'm going to hate it, but I will.
Seeing you absolutely, your heart shatter on stream was so funny to me. I feel bad, but, it was humorous seeing you just get, absolutely, brutalized. I feel so bad.
Because the music, it was bullshit. It should have won music.
You got excited, you went over there, you grabbed your little, your Xenoblade, and you're like, oh my God, it's happening! And then you just get, shot in the chest.
Yeah. Funnily enough, you'll see if you can watch it back. But my mom came in a couple like minutes.
Yeah,
after.
I did notice that because I hopped in a Discord call with a friend after it happened because I just wanted to see your reaction to that. But I kept your stream on. I turned around and you're just gone. I'm like, did he walk out of the room for a bit or did his mom come in?
My mom came in. Love you, Mom.
Love you, Science Mom.
You're the best. All right. Are we good now? Is there anything we need to talk about, or are we good?
Next year, I want Jeff to come up on stage and eat a pizza, and then cut the.
He's just eat a pizza. He just sits down. No, that's how he announces the game. Like that's how he starts the show off. He's just like sitting down, legs up on the table. He's just like, "Welcome to the Game Awards." Munch.
He just has like half-eaten Little Caesars pizza. He's like, "I got this for $5 before the show." I just takes another bite of it, like chews into the mic.
ASMR Jeff Keighley. That's such a random
I'm gonna
request.
Be your hostess. Yeah, we're sponsored by Little Caesars. Pizza. And he just takes another bite, like loudly crunches into the mic.
Holy shit. That is such a random request, but you know what? I'm down for it now.
I want a pizza place to sponsor me. Let me do that on an episode. Please. I'm begging you.
All right. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to talk about.
I'm out of funnies. We go for this. That's wrap. Oh, wait. You in the comments. Tell us what your favorite things for the Game Awards are. Do it.
Yes, what is your favorite moment?
What is your favorite moment? And also, do you got any awards that you have gripes with like us? Should DNF Duel actually have won something? Should Xenoblade have won something? For the All That Is Holy, how much money did Sony pay to get God of War nominated and winning everything? Tell us in the comments.
And do you think the Player Choice Awards should be abolished?
Yes, tell us if you think that the commoners' voting should be abolished.
Seriously, I hate it now. Like, I actually hate it. Like, it's... Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I do hate the Players' Choice Awards now. Like, I don't like it.
You hear that, everybody? Cyan thinks voting rights for the common people should be abolished.
Yeah!
Yippee!
I should not be using abolish. I should not be saying the word abolish. Okay, we're done though. I have like 2 exams I need to finish before midnight, and I have like 4 hours to do it.
Yeah, we should probably cut it here.
Let's wrap it up.
Cyan, you do the outro.
Yeah. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Wooper Watch. If you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you liked about this episode, and if you like the new segment or not, since we didn't include it this time around. For Spotify listeners, I guess listen to the
Have
next
a good day.
next
Thank you.
Yeah, what do you say to Spotify listeners? I have no idea.
Make sure to drop an epic follow. I don't know. I don't use Spotify.
Well, okay, you can follow the podcast, but yeah, I have no idea. We'll figure it out. When
you should give us all your mortal possessions and start watching on YouTube instead. Thank you.
No, Spotify is pretty good. I watch my podcast on Spotify.
Sure, fair enough.
All right, but yeah. If you like this podcast, do all that stuff. You can follow me at Cyanize YT on Twitter, Cyanize YouTube, pretty much everything else.
And obviously, me, Mr. Gengar. You know where to find my links. They're in the description or at Mr. Gengar. Pretty easy to find.
Everything's in the description. If you, by the way, again, if you have something you want to recommend to our quags out here, for those who are watching on YouTube, feel free to do so below. I hope you guys enjoyed the little drip we gave him. By the way, again, we haven't done this yet, but we nominate this quags out here as Best Boy of the Year. I hope you guys agree with that.
He's helped us a lot with this podcast. He sits on my desk.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we gave him the trophy here. I'm surprised we didn't say that till now, but now
we're doing it. He put in the work.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, we're going to end this out. I'm rambling now. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.